Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
15, check back 15.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang, bang.
Bravo.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. I got it.
Here's Tannehill. This is Miller, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's got Miller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. It's caught. It's Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Kill.
Get it.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 3.
Go on. Be grip.
Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try the air now with Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That's trash. Tighten up.
Now it's Tannehill. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
From the 40 now on second down. Hill, and his throw here's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Hill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hill on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third down, here's Geis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, snap.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Hill. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Shoot.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Yes, yes.
54.
To throw is Hill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Taking a shot for Samuel. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
All day, every day, any day. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Now.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, dude.
He's not going to get me. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Hill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Down. 18 Gator.
54 Mike. Come to my work. Let's go.
Hill looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, Sam off.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
50, plant. Switch on travel. Ready?
To throw on third down. Hill. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Barber out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 34 yards there and a first down.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now? Guaranteed he's lobbying for the football.
Safety's creeping.
Go on. Fight.
On the ground, Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. This is Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right there.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You're out.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf.
54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Head up.
On third down, Hill. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Taking it about the 16 and shedding through the tackle. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First down, here's White. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. It's complete. It's Miller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. It's complete. James White. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Richard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Look at me. Go.
Alert flare.
Yo, go.
Now a run with Geis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Look, squeeze. Five.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Delta. Big rip.
To throw is Tannehill.
I'm going back to you.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Tannehill going deep this time for Miller. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A throw over the middle taken in. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You can't stop me.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
On the ground, it's Geis. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So it's all over.